Welcome back to Football Kings. Today is Thursday, and as you guys know, Thursday is our on trial stream. If you're new here, on trial stream is where we put players, coaches, from different leagues on trial, giving our thoughts on them. You might agree, might disagree with some of the statements that brought forward. You have to be for or against, in some of these situations. But anyways, let's get into the on trial stream. Before on trial, there's some games that happened today. I think Fabanachi, Nottingham Forest, uh, Zrinjski, Crystal Palace. I don't know if I pronounced that well, but those two played. Nottingham Forest beat
Mm,
Fabanachi, and Crystal Palace drew with Zrinjski. Anyways,
mm.
no surprise. Hopefully, Glasner goes on trial today, and then we talk about Glasner and what has been happening basically. Anyways, let's get into the stream. Let's get into it. I have put some people on trial. Maresca going on trial. I know Sobosla, you saying Sobosla needs to go on trial too as well. Who do you want to start with? Do you want to start with on trial? Do you want to talk about some things that have happened so far today?
Let's talk about things that have happened now. Like what's happening. Did you watch any of the games?
Now, I didn't watch any of the games. I think some of the games that typically I'm interested in are UCL games, Premier League games. I didn't watch any of these games. But then, of course, I know what happened, like in terms of the scores and stuff. Um, Following up, I think one of the things that I was kind of following up and keeping up with was the stuff that of course is not is old news but it's relevant stuff that happened with Vinicius Junior. It was surprising that Benfica came out and basically backed
Really?
Prestiani.
Yes, I saw
um
that yesterday.
yeah, it was quite surprising
Or
to me.
did they back him again?
No, like it's the same thing, the same news. Like I saw it today, I was like, so they backed him. Why? Of course, it's their player. It's your word against mine. And in that kind of situation, they kind of have to back him. The only thing that makes me pause in this whole thing is, what exactly did you say? What exactly did you say? If what you said
We
is
we
if what
all
you
know
said
what
is
he
not a
said.
big if what you said is not a big
Mm,
deal,
mm.
like Mbappe said he heard it 5 times, maybe it didn't happen 5 times. But what you said is not a big deal, then
No,
what did
but
you say?
there are videos where he kept on doing like this and talking, doing like this and talking. Do you get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. CFC Gimai saying Chelsea will put the final nail in the coffin at the Emirates. Yeah,
When is that? Next week or when?
I think you guys are
Next week.
playing
It
after.
should be next
I
week.
think after they play Spurs,
Oh, I
then you're
understand what
next.
he's saying. Like they'll put the final nail.
Yeah, after they play
Oh
Spurs,
my
then
god.
then you
But
guys.
Krista, I'll tell you something. Historically, we always have a say in the title race. Training was good. We had a game today. Good game. 3-2. We'll move on.
You
3-2
lost.
win. We'll move on. We won 3-2.
Oh, you won 3-2. Okay, okay.
But there are many
Cool.
things I wasn't happy about as but people say I'm
So,
too how do I say it? But
anyway,
yeah, it
CFC
was
Gamer
good.
is saying Arsenal fans mocked us, but we will have the last laugh on March 1st. You guys are pumped for that
As
game.
I was saying, historically, Chelsea always has a say in the title race,
Mm-hmm.
whether you like it or not. We always have a say. So it's either we play Arsenal, Arsenal beats us, then we go to City, or City comes to our house and we beat City. That's the kind of say we usually have. Or we draw to Arsenal and City beats us. Do
Mm-hmm.
you see what I'm saying? You say Maresca will have lost the game. Ah! Oh my god,
Say
that's
what
not
you want about
fair.
Maresca. This is a world
That's not
champion. This is
that's
a
not
conference
fair.
league winner. You know,
That's not fair.
at the end of the day,
That's not fair.
Rosinho has not won anything yet, and Maresca has won
Who
something.
has
So
won two
that
things?
counts for something.
And
Whatever
now,
you might decide to
anyways,
say about Maresca.
when we put him on trial, I think I should be against Maresca. I think so.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you're a Chelsea
I
fan. You
think
don't
so. Yeah.
necessarily like Maresca. But
Yeah.
yes, let's talk about that Chelsea Arsenal game.
Mm.
The question is, you personally as a Chelsea fan, based
Mm.
on how Arsenal are playing recently, do you
Mm.
think you can get something from that game?
Mm. I think it's a case of personally, I don't think Arsenal will beat both Tottenham and Chelsea. I think just have that feeling, right? But I might be wrong, right? It might be a statement where can they do 13 games winning run? You yourself, you smiled like that's not possible.
Yeah, that'll be very difficult.
But can they do 13 games? If they do the 13 games, it means that they beat us, they beat Spurs, they beat everybody in their way. Then fine.
Be
Then they
hard.
title.
It's very possible, but it will be very difficult.
Yeah, but that I think that's at this point in time, that's what they should do. Every
Mhm.
game they play from now, if they are really serious about the title, every single game they play from now to the end of the season must be a W.
Yeah.
No, there's no excuse, nothing. You go there, you win, you move on.
Mhm.
That's not what I'm saying. You go there, you win, you move on.
Mhm.
No hanky panky, no oh, you get what I'm saying, right?
I get
So
exactly what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. So that's it. So it's left to us now, right? The title is not in anybody's hand. The title is in their hand. Do they really want it? But I'll keep saying the same thing I've always said about Ateta. If he doesn't win the title this season, it means that he can never win it. He's a nearly man. That's what it means, right? They need to move
I
on and
don't
get another
necessarily
coach.
agree. I don't necessarily agree that if he doesn't win it this season, he will never win it. Personally, I don't agree with that. I think there will
Okay.
still be more opportunities to do so if he's still at the job. I think the concern really is if Maresca will still be
Mm.
here. I think that's the thing. Would Maresca still be around?
Maresca.
Sorry, Ateta. Would
Maresca.
Ateta still be around? Maresca entered my mind. Would
Mm.
Ateta still be around? You know,
Mm.
if he doesn't win it this season, you get what I'm saying? I think
If he doesn't win it,
yeah, I think that's the concern.
I mean, that's depending on Arsenal fan and the Emirates. Like, how do they feel about the manager? There's some people that really love him, and there's some people that criticize him every single day. So you have to pick your side. Pick
Yeah,
your
yeah,
side and say how you feel, right? Pick your side and see how you feel.
yeah.
You
You
say,
have
I
guys
agree,
that
this is the last chance for Ateta to win it, and let's be honest, Pep will win the league. CFC Gamer wants Pep to win this league. Personally, that's bad news. That's sad for me. I don't want Pep. I want somebody else.
I don't I don't know. I don't know. I think it's still too early to tell. Before I was on the side of Maresca. Why do I keep saying Maresca? I was on the side of Ateta. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because Maresca is going on
Maybe
trial.
is
Maresca
the
is
next
entering my
coach,
head.
the next coach of Liverpool.
Maresca has been entering my head because he's about to go on trial. But Ateta, okay. What I think is, I feel like it's too early to say Ateta would not win this league. City are yet to play Newcastle. Let City play
Mhm.
Newcastle. Let's see the
Mm.
2 points gap. Then we can start from there. We've had conversations where we're like, you count the points that you have so far. You don't count
Mm.
future points because football is a game of
Exactly.
chance. There's no guarantee that
Mm.
you get those points, right? So if we take it from that
Mm.
angle, it means there's no guarantee right now that City would beat Newcastle. Yes, they
Mm.
can, which I strongly still feel like they would, but there's still no
Mm.
guarantee that they'll beat Newcastle and be 2 points away from Arsenal yet, right? It could be a case where they
True.
lose and the gap still stays the same, right? But as a title contender, it makes no sense for you to rely on the downfall of your opposition. You should be clinical.
Do
You
your
should
own
go
job.
game to game, getting as much points as possible. You meet a team that you feel like you can get all 3 points from. You should be getting all 3 points from that team.
That's
You
true.
be getting 3 points from that team. There is no way, that game against Wolves, they should have drawn that game. That should not have happened. That game should have been a win. So,
Mm.
do I think they'll beat Spurs?
They'll beat
Possible,
Spurs.
but it's not a good
They'll
time
beat
to meet
Spurs.
Spurs either. It's not a good
Yeah,
time to meet them.
they have a new manager. That's the problem.
Two things are the issue: new manager, possible new manager bounce. Second thing, they are looking for points. Spurs don't want to get
Yeah,
relegated, and you're
they're
playing them
desperate
at
now.
home. You're playing them at home when they've been having poor. They've not been winning at home. So you think they won't want to win at home to their rivals? And then after that, you're meeting Chelsea. Chelsea is not an easy side to play.
And Rosenior is trying to prove a point.
Rosenior is
You've
trying to prove
beaten
a
twice.
point.
You've beaten him twice.
It's
That
not
this is not a good time to
the
meet him.
next two games are very
Right?
critical for Arsenal and for City. And these two games, really, if you look
Mm,
at it, might shape the title race in a sense. It might shape the title race in a sense.
Especially
Because
the Chelsea one.
If City if City beats Newcastle, draw Leeds, and
Mm,
if Arsenal beats Spurs, draw Chelsea, or
mm,
any of the combinations that happen between those next two games, it could
mm,
it could factor into City getting on top of Arsenal, or Arsenal
mm.
retaining the gap, or that gap closing even more. Those things are possible.
True. But after those two games, who does Arsenal meet again?
Brighton.
With Brighton. Who does City meet?
After Leeds, I can't remember. Let me check. Let
Good.
me
I
check.
can check.
No, I'll just check quickly on my phone. After Leeds, they play. You guys just give me a second. Let me just.
Forest. They play
Oh, Nottingham
Nottingham
Forest.
Forest.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest.
Mm. And they play
So,
Newcastle again, fifth round of the FA Cup. You know what I think? I'll be honest with you. Let me tell you how the next games for Nottingham for City would be. City will beat Newcastle.
mm-hmm,
City will draw to Leeds.
mm-hmm,
City will beat Forest.
mm-hmm,
City would lose to Newcastle in the FA Cup.
mm-hmm,
City would draw to West Ham. City would draw to Crystal Palace. For us to
mm.
predict all those games, that's the way is going to go. That's the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 if you add the FA Cup. So yeah, I still see City dropping points against Leeds. I see them dropping points. They can drop points against West Ham.
Mm.
That's very possible. Very possible.
SSB saying I think Newcastle
Mm.
can get something against City. Beating them 3 times in a row in one season is hard.
Sad.
See City with
Yeah.
so many draws. Yeah.
Mm.
Um. Okay, let's get to on trial. Let's put some people on trial. I think we should start with Soboslai. We can end with Maresca. Um.
Sure,
Yeah.
you want to. Shall we say once Haaland hits form, it's over. Oh
Yeah.
my God! You want to start with Soboslai?
Yeah. Let's start with Soboslai.
I had something made up, but I don't know
What
if
is
I can
the
share
what is
the premise.
the premise for Soboslai? Yeah.
Say Man City would have too much quality for Newcastle and Leeds. Gay and Diaz at the back, very solid. Okay, so guys, my prem. Are you sure you? I feel like we should keep Soboslai for last. Let's keep
No, let's
Soboslai for
start with
last. You
Soboslai.
don't.
No,
You want
let's
to
go
keep
ahead. Let's start with
Soboslai?
Soboslai.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
So yeah, Simon. Yeah, I'm saying that Soboslai. First of all, I'll say
Mm-hmm.
Soboslai is not a better all-round midfielder than Enzo Fernandez. That's one. And
Yeah,
he doesn't make it into the top three midfielders in the Premier League. And I don't think he
guys,
gets into the
stick
Chelsea.
with one premise. I think your premise is just
Um,
too long. Stick with one premise. What is the premise?
all
It's
of
not
them.
better than Enzo Fernandez. Is that your premise?
No, why you giving me
Yeah,
one
because you're like
premise?
and this and this and that. So it's like we're arguing
Okay,
different things. I'm trying to set
okay,
up
okay,
the
okay.
poll. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll say Soboslai is not a better all-round midfielder than Enzo Fernandez and does not get into the Chelsea midfield.
Okay, I'll just put an Enzo Fernandez. Okay, all right.
Simone is saying Arsenal are shit. Simone, I thought you're an Arsenal fan. What's happening here? You're not backing your team. You back your team. Back your team. The season is not over. You don't give up. You can't give up like that. Right? So
Yeah,
say
all right,
Enzo
guys.
has too much aura. Our midfield is very dominant this season. This league, better hope Lavia doesn't get fit. Yeah,
Who is
exactly.
this
That's what.
Lavia? Who is that? Who is
Don't,
Lavia?
don't
Who is
worry.
that?
Don't worry.
Chelsea
It's
fans just
okay.
have a way of
It's
hyping
okay.
scraps. I don't know,
It's
like
okay. It's
Lavia.
okay.
Who the
It's
flip is
okay.
that?
It's
Tell me how
okay.
many
It's
90
okay.
minutes game? Is it the same Lavia that played in the Quarabag?
We're
Is
not
it
talking.
Quarabag that you last
We're
played?
not. It's not Lavia
Quarabag
that is
game.
on trial.
Is it the
It's not
Kwaraba
Lavia
game
that
that
is
he
inspired.
played that you guys are always calling?
It's not Lavia we're
Let's go
talking
ahead.
about.
Let's go ahead. Go
It's
ahead. Present your
Soboslai we're talking
points.
about.
Present your
No, you
points. Present.
present your point.
No, 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 no.
I
Go
wanted to
ahead.
show
Go
my
ahead.
I wanted to show the stats I brought up.
Go
I
ahead. You
need to
can
share
always
my
read out
screen.
you can always read out your stats.
So
Yeah.
I've been good for people to see it so that they know what I'm reading.
If
Right.
you want to share
Anyways,
your screen. Nobody's stopping you. Go ahead and do what you want to do. He says Superstar is
he's
a better aura. No, go ahead and
Kingsley,
do what you want to
Kingsley.
do.
Okay, guys. Okay, now as a midfielder, let's start from there. As a midfielder, what are the key things you are judging an all-round midfielder by? First of all, I'll start by judging them on goals plus assists, passing volume, key passes, tackles.
Depending on what type of midfielder that is. Let's factor
So
that in.
just allow.
It
I'm
depends.
giving my
No,
point.
no, you cannot say
Why are
goals and
you?
assists for a DM.
No, I'm saying I said all-round midfield. That's what I said. An all-round midfield. That's my
Okay, go
argument.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
It's
go
almost
ahead,
like a
go ahead,
DM. You said he's
go
an
ahead.
eight.
Because Soboslai sometimes no.
He's
The
an
reason why
eight.
I'm saying that does not count is
Tackles
because
is eight.
Soboslai
So
has
just
played in other positions
calm
that are
down,
not that those
just
stats might not
calm
come out. But
down,
I'm just letting
calm
you know.
down,
Go ahead, go
calm
ahead, go ahead,
down.
go ahead,
We're talking of midfielder, so just
go
calm
ahead.
down,
Yeah, no, sure,
calm
go
down.
ahead, go ahead.
So the metrics I'm using is goals plus
Mm-hmm.
assists, passing volume, key passes,
Mm-hmm.
tackles, progressive carry,
Mm-hmm.
right, and big chances created.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now let's start with with Soboslai, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now in terms of progressive carry,
Mm-hmm.
Soboslai has 1,270. Enzo Fernandez has 1,012, right? It means that he's progressively carried the ball more, right? But I can argue that one of the best midfielders in the league that has created most chances, Bruno Fernandes, has a progressive carry of 985, right? So if you carry the ball, you have to do something with it, right? So that's one. In terms of tackles, Soboslai has made 22 tackles. Enzo Fernandez has made 30 tackles. Do you get what I'm saying? That's one. In terms of key passes, Soboslai 41 this season, Enzo Fernandez 45 this season. In terms of passing volume, Soboslai has more passing volume, 1,403.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? Enzo Fernandez has 1,142, 47,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I can argue that even Bruno Fernandez doesn't have as much as even Enzo Fernandez in
So
passing
you're
volume.
just basically telling me that my player is better than yours. Okay, well, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'm
No,
listening.
no, I'm not telling you.
No, no,
I'm
no. Go
telling you
ahead,
that.
go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah.
Finish the
So
stats here.
yeah, so in terms of big chances created,
Mm,
Soboslai has just created 5. Enzo has
mm,
created 9.
mm,
Do you get? In terms of goals and assists, Soboslai has 4 goals, 2 assists. Enzo has 8
mm.
goals, 2 assists. So in terms of GA, Enzo is higher. Now let's talk about all-round midfielder. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm,
Soboslai carries the ball. There's one key thing you see about Soboslai. Let's start from there. He likes to carry the ball. But I'll argue that he's not as effective when he even carries the ball than Enzo and other midfielders that are ahead of him in the league. Do you get what I'm saying? Why I say that is because you are carrying the ball. The key question is, what are you doing with the ball? Do you get? If you cannot have you don't have more key passes than Enzo Fernandez, you don't even put in more tackles than him. Do you get what I'm saying? In terms of big chances created, you don't have more than him. You don't score goals and assists more than him. Then what are we saying? Passing volume could be passing to your defender. Let's just think about that. Passing volume doesn't mean you are passing in the front, right? So the only key things that Superstar has over Enzo is only 2 things he has over Enzo this season. And even the previous season, because I checked other seasons, right? Passing volume and progressive carry. But every other thing, goal and assist, key passes, tackles, big chances created. Enzo Fernandez has more than him. Not just more.
I'm waiting
Like
for
you
you to
compare
finish so I
even
can talk.
yes, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
not
waiting
just
for you
more,
to
but
round up your. I'm waiting for you to round up your points.
you compare other midfielders. Enzo
Mm.
Fernandez, you put all the stats because I have the stats from beginning to end. The highest person on that list in terms of all this thing I'm saying, Bruno is at the top. Do you get Bruno, Declan Rice, Enzo Fernandez? Those are the three top in terms of all I just mentioned. Do you get? So he doesn't even get into top three. Do you get? So if you are telling me he doesn't get into top three, who does he bench? You bring him into the Chelsea midfield. He's not benching Caicedo because Caicedo has almost twice, more than twice his in terms of tackles. Caicedo and the highest in the league in terms of tackles, I think, is Caicedo and maybe Bruno Guimaraes or so. Right? In terms of tackles, Caicedo has like 42. Caicedo is actually the highest in the league. Caicedo has 42. So we don't actually need Szoboszlai for tackles
I
because
feel like
he
I'm
doesn't
getting
make.
for you to round up your point. 'Cause I feel like you've spoken for a while, and I'm
No,
forgetting I'm
telling
forgetting
I'm
my
telling
counterpoints at this
yes,
point.
I'm telling you, I'm not
Yeah,
telling you
I'm
why he
waiting for
cannot
you to
enter.
get to
Wait
the
now,
point.
wait. I'm telling you why he cannot enter the Chelsea midfield. That's the next
Okay.
point.
Mm-hmm.
So, in terms of entering the Chelsea midfield, he's not bringing
Mm-hmm.
tackles into the midfield, so he can't even bench Caicedo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? He can't bench Enzo because of what I just told you, everything I told, because
Okay.
Enzo has like 4 key stats ahead of him that every manager would want. He doesn't just carry the ball, he carries the ball and he does something with it.
Fuck no, I don't wish I had Enzo in my
Yeah.
midfield. No, I
Do
don't
you
even need
get?
Enzo in my midfield. What? I
I'm
don't need
talking
Enzo.
SSB. This stat is from this
Wait,
season.
Andy, wrap up what you're
Okay, so
saying. Wrap up what
you
you're
get
saying so
what
that
I'm
I can
saying.
talk. I
So,
feel like you've been
and
talking about this for a
wait,
while.
I'm rounding up. Yeah,
In
don't
other
think
words,
anything.
wrap
In
up.
And lastly, he's not even benching Kopama
Okay,
because there's no spark about Soboslai about
okay.
apart from his free kicks, right? So yeah,
Okay, one thing about Chelsea fans, I'm beginning to realize, right? And this is going to what
I
AB has
spoke
been
from
saying about
stats.
Chelsea fans.
I spoke
Wait,
from stats.
I let you talk. Let me talk. Let me say my
Mhm,
mind. One thing I've been seeing about Chelsea fans that AB
mhm.
has been pointing out to me, you guys, it's like you have group think. It's like you guys move as a group
It's now
and
group thing.
I overhype your players too sometimes. Now let's look at it this way. Every single stat
Mhm,
that you said, right,
mhm,
actually convinces me more and convinces
mhm,
the point I'm about to make that Subosa is
mhm.
better than Enzo Fernandez.
Well,
Why?
how is it better?
Wait, let me tell you why. You talk about
Mhm,
ball carrying, like he's carrying the ball a lot more, but he's not doing
mhm,
anything with it. That does not mean that
mhm,
Subosa is not making passes. Our attack this
mhm,
season has been a very
mhm,
poor attack. You cannot tell
mhm.
me that a midfielder that has been carrying this ball and trying to give passes to people and people
Bruno
and wait, let
Fernandez
me
does
finish
not
what I'm
carry the
saying. Let
ball.
me finish what I'm
Bruno
saying.
Fernandez doesn't carry the ball
Let
as
me
much
finish
as
what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying.
yeah.
I let you say your thing.
Mhm,
Passing to Salah that loses the ball, passes to Gakpo that
mhm,
doesn't do anything with the ball. You can't blame Subosai for that. If you talk about tackles and talk about like his overall as a midfielder this season, this is a player this season that has played not
mhm,
only as a midfielder, he has played out of position. And the out of position we're talking about is not attack wise because Enzo has played as a left winger. Enzo has played as an
mhm,
attacking midfielder. In fact, Enzo is more advanced. Hence why
mhm,
Enzo has been in more goal scoring opportunities more than
mhm.
Sobosai has been in goal scoring opportunities this season.
What of last
Sobosai's
season?
goals. Sobosai,
Last season when
you
he
said the
played.
stat is this season, so why are we going to last
No,
season?
but even last
You're saying the
season,
stat
the
is
start
this season, so we're talking about this
I'm
season.
just telling
We're
you, even
talking
last
about how
season,
good
stats
Sobosai
are
has been
good.
this season. The
I
initial
know,
argument was this season.
yes, but even Enzo Fernandez is still ahead of him
Brother, you're moving
previous
the
seasons.
goalpost. You're moving the
No,
goalpost for the
I'm
argument.
just letting
You're
you
moving the
know.
goalpost for the
No, I'm
argument.
countering that
Enzo has
one. Now
been
you
in
said
more
this
attacking and
season,
advanced positions than Sobosai this season. It is a
even last
fact.
season, the same,
Everybody in this
same
chat
thing.
knows.
Last season,
Everybody in this chat
same.
knows, unless they're
Last
lying.
season, last
All the
season is the
Chelsea
same.
fans,
Mm.
fans in this chat know. Unless you guys want to lie. Enzo Fernandez has been in more advanced
Even last
attacking
season, the
positions,
same thing.
and he has just 9 goals. He has just
Even
9
the
GA.
last season, even
What is
like
Sobosai's
is an
GA?
eight,
What is
is an
Sobosai's
eight,
GA? What's
is
Sobosai's
six,
GA?
six.
What? 6. And Enzo has
Mhm.
9. and he has been in more
Who is higher
attacking
than him?
situations.
Who is higher?
More attacking situations. Put Soboslai in more attacking situations and let's see what the JL will be.
The
At the
only
end of the day,
person higher than him is Bruno Fernandes.
Soboslai has played more has done more defensive work this season. He has
But
done
he
more
doesn't have
utility.
tackles.
He has done more utility work this season, right? Compared to last season and even compared to Enzo Fernandez. This is a player that covers ground, and still his stats are pushing the very, very close to Enzo. Even in the areas that Enzo is beating Soboslai, Soboslai is very, very close to Enzo. And he's doing double the work, covers more ground. He's helping in attack. He's helping in defense. He's covering a lot. Go and check his heat map. If you think I'm joking, you guys pull up his heat map and check. Check his heat map. Lighting up the whole field. And he's still very, very close. Attacking stats. He's very, very close. If you run the numbers again, the numbers are very close. You say 45 to 42, 9 to 6.
There are people ahead of him.
It's very close to what numbers that Enzo is giving. This proves to me, right, that Soboslai is 10x the player that I even think he is. He's 10x the player that I think he is. For a player to be able to produce this much by doing, in fact, playing in situations where like you're playing from your weak spots, from doing things from your weak spots, it shows me that you're even better. You're even better than I actually capped you to be. And now let's talk about Enzo entering your midfield. Sorry, Soboslai entering your midfield. You talk about Enzo Fernandez. You talk about fatigue. When was the last time we ever heard Soboslai and fatigue?
Enzo Fernandez plays every game. He plays more
Soboslai plays every game. covers 10x more ground than Enzo. When was the last time we talked about fatigue?
He plays every game.
Soboslai is a machine. He's a machine. When you talk about fitness, that brother is a machine. Tell me the last time people have come and say Soboslai is tired. When? Soboslai is a machine, hardworking. There is no way a player like that cannot enter into your midfield. You talk about a utility player that can do twice as much as Enzo can do. Enzo, go and put Enzo as right back. Let's see Enzo at right back.
He's a midfielder. Why am I putting him as right back?
That's the point, because Soboslai can do a lot more things and can play in a lot more positions. No, he can play in a lot more positions than Enzo. Even in the key thing that you expect Enzo to be good at, he's not even good at those things. He's just okay. The attacking midfield work that you expect Enzo to be good at, he's just
what's the key thing?
He's not attacking midfield work you're talking about. You're talking about attacking midfield work.
He's second in the league. He's second in terms of stats.
In a league that almost all teams have been poor. Okay.
You see.
In a league that almost all teams have been poor. Enzo shines.
So your player has been poor.
My team in general has been poor. Everybody's team has been poor. In a season where almost all team has been poor, almost everybody's team has been poor, is when Enzo is shining as second in the league. There's nothing Enzo has done this season that is impressive. Nothing he has done that is impressive.
Have you finished?
I've finished what I've said.
Everything you said, you didn't back anything with stats. You're just talking. He covered more.
I backed every single thing with stats.
Let me round
every single thing you said with stats. You read the stat and I based it off of your own stats.
Wait now, there are so many people that haven't covered more blade of grass than Enzo, than Soboslai. Do you get what I'm saying? But would you
the conversation is between Enzo and Soboslai?
No. I'm tackling your argument, because your argument.
But you have to scope it to who we are talking about. I never brought in other people.
So that is what I'm saying.
I never brought in other people. So scope it to Enzo and Soboslai.
You are focusing on. You are using. Just wait now. You are using his passing volume, and you are using his passing volume mainly to say he's better than Enzo.
That's not what I said.
That's what that's what you put up, because that's
not what I said. No, you didn't hear every single thing I said.
Okay, just wait, let me conclude.
Okay,
so now you use his key stats. The only key stat he used is better than Enzo in his passing volume, progressive carry. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'll even argue that they are not even far off in terms of progressive carry, but passing volume is more. Do you get what I'm saying? But Elliot Anderson has more passing volume than Soboslai. Does it mean he's better than Soboslai?
We're scoping into Enzo and Soboslai.
No, I'm just
giving you other players.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Elliot Anderson covers more blade of grass than Szoboszlai, but does it mean he's better than Szoboszlai? No, because there are other key stats there. Other key stats that Enzo is better. So now you bring in the other key stats that we are still on. Szoboszlai does not provide more tackles. You said he played as a defender or as a right back.
Yes.
You said he played as a right back. As a right back, don't you have the opportunity to put in tackles? You do. You do. You do, but clearly, even as a right back, he's not great as a right back because I'm not seeing those tackles in the
Szoboszlai is not a right back.
Do you get?
He's not a right back.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving you
also,
an example.
Also passing volume. Anyway, say what you want to say. I don't want to forget my point, but say what you want to say. Say what you want to say.
So you mentioned as a defender, and I'm arguing that he's not even putting in the tackles. Do you get? Because his tackles are not high up there. Because if you play as a defender, you should have the opportunity to put in tackles. An example is Caicedo is in a more defensive role, and you see it in the tackles. Declan Rice is in a more he plays in a defensive role sometimes. Declan Rice tackles are high. Do you get? The guys that what's this guy's name? Gravenberch plays in a more defensive role. You see it in his stats. I wish I can share my screen. You see his own. So you can argue that he's not making tackles in the midfield. He's running. He's just running. That's the only thing he does. Do you get? And we're not talking, we don't need a player that just runs. We need a player that when he runs, he does something. Do you get what I'm saying? Bruno Fernandes does not cover more blade of grass, but he has 78 in terms of his chances creation, more than double the next person to him. Would you rather have somebody like that or somebody that just runs around? So that's why I'm saying the other key stats, goals and assists, Szoboszlai is higher than Enzo is higher than Szoboszlai. Key passes is higher. Tackles is higher.
And you're just regurgitating your stats. But let me wrap.
Telling you.
Yeah, let me wrap. Okay, go ahead. I don't want to forget the things I'm thinking of.
Big chances created. He's created more than twice as Szoboszlai has created. You've
read the stats.
Yeah.
You've read the stats. I want to know if you're going to say anything in addition to that. You've read the stats. And what I'm going to say again is same thing based on your stats. You say I didn't give stats. I'm building my argument from your stats. And I started this. And for those that say I'm just speaking loudly, I'll speak calmly now and base it off your stats. Let's go by your stats. Let's tackle the first one, passing volume. Szoboszlai has a large passing volume. That is because Szoboszlai gets the ball a lot, right? And it's pivotal in the way we build up from the back, and in every position that he plays a pivotal role in that position. He does not ghost. Hence why his passing volume is large. And also with the way Arne Slot plays in a very conservative style, the passing volume, yes, might not translate into something that leads to key passes, right? But he does get the ball a lot of the time. That is a fact. That's it. We talk about ball progression, which was something that he beats Enzo in. Szoboszlai progresses the ball a lot, and that is because Szoboszlai helps in our build-up, getting the ball in key positions, moving the ball forward, either giving it to Florian Wirtz, who actually is more responsible for chance creation than Szoboszlai in our team. And that's something that you're forgetting. Szoboszlai is not the sole person responsible for chance creation in our team. He's not. It's actually Florian Wirtz. Hence why is Wirtz there? Szoboszlai is in fact, he's actually helping Florian Wirtz. If you think about it,
we're talking of all-round midfielders.
You were bringing in other people. I didn't want to bring in other players, but instead of bringing in other people to compare, so I have to do the same. So now let's scope it back to Szoboszlai and Enzo, and let's not move the goalpost. Those are the two people we're talking about. Every other person is irrelevant. Szoboszlai, I will still say it again. Szoboszlai has been in less attacking situations than Enzo this season so far. It's a fact. It's a fact. I'm not making this up. It's stats wise. You guys watch the game. It's a fact. He has played right back, and he has played more deeper roles.
Which other deeper roles is he playing?
He literally is literally playing as sometimes he plays as deep as Gravenberch sometimes.
So Enzo plays beside Caicedo now.
Enzo, what I'm telling you, if you compare Enzo Fernandez and Szoboszlai in who has been in more attacking situations, Enzo has been in more. Enzo has played as a left winger. Enzo has played as a 10. Enzo has been in more advanced roles. Even when Maresca was your coach, Enzo was giving the permission to go high. Enzo was scoring goals. He was making those runs to go high. He was going up. He was in more attacking situations than Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai was not in those attacking situations. So you cannot use GA to judge in that aspect. It's a poor comparison to use GA. So GA is irrelevant.
It's not just GA. Your coach is the one that is
attacking the stats. We're attacking the stats. We're attacking the stats. We're going based on stats. You brought. Let me even reduce my volume. Make sure I'm not shouting, because people say I'm shouting makes my point unclear. I'll keep my volume low. We're attacking the stats based on stats. Szoboszlai has not been in as much advanced attacking situations.
He carries the ball more. He carries the ball
and gives it to our attackers.
Where is he carrying the ball?
From the back, from the midfield. Okay. He's helping in the build-up. That is what Szoboszlai does. And then he covers ground. When we lose the ball, he's running. He's covering ground. That is what he does.
But he doesn't make tackles. So that's what I'm saying. Like, as a midfielder,
because you're not putting in the tackle does not mean you running back to cover ground and making space is not important. I feel like sometimes stats is not painting a good enough picture to see what a player is doing. Because the person is not putting in the tackle to take the ball off the player doesn't mean they are not delaying the attack. Doesn't mean they are not slowing the person from making a key pass. Doesn't mean the person is not coming back to block situations from happening. He's making those runs. Those runs are important.
From the stats, I will tell you something. I'll be honest with you. Szoboszlai is just athletic. He runs. There's no end product to him.
And what is a soccer player? A soccer player is an athlete.
He's just. You can look at
soccer player is an athlete. It's important for you to be athletic.
Modric too was an athlete. The end product needs to be.
No, but the way you're saying is just athletic. You're making it sound like it's not important. Then why did you guys sign Modric? Because he was because he's athletic.
So that's what I'm saying. We said all-round midfielder. That's
as an all-round midfielder, yes. And even more. So Szoboszlai is better than Enzo, because Szoboszlai can do more things than Enzo. If you're scoring across the board as a generalist, he's doing more things than Enzo.
He's just athletic, but there's no end. If I bring up if I was to read out Declan Rice stats, it will prove what I'm telling you. Because Declan Rice too is athletic, but you see the end product. You can argue, is Declan Rice in more advanced positions than Szoboszlai?
Yes. Declan Rice too is responsible for chance creation. He's responsible for chance creation too at Arsenal.
Declan Rice is always progressing the ball, carrying the ball as Szoboszlai. But go and check other stats.
And also, I don't even think Rice is more athletic than Szoboszlai. I don't think Rice is more athletic than Szoboszlai. He's athletic, sure, but he's not more athletic than Szoboszlai. He's not.
In terms of progressive carry, Szoboszlai has the highest. Szoboszlai is the highest.
You guys go ahead and vote. Go ahead and vote. It's just 3 votes we have.
He's higher than Declan Rice, but you look at other things. Key passes, Declan Rice is higher. A lot of people are higher. Even tackles is higher. GA is higher.
Bro, like SSB is crazy. You're just regurgitating the stats, like because someone this is higher. But I've explained to you why.
I'm trying to explain to you. I've explained
to you why the stats look that way when we're making the argument between Enzo and Szoboszlai. Then you started bringing in other players because the argument you made was
between your team and Arsenal. Who is more attacking? Between your team and Arsenal.
It depends. Arsenal, they are an attacking side too. It depends.
Are they more attacking than you?
I think it depends on the game. It depends on how Arteta wants to set up people. It depends on how he wants to set up his team. It depends on the game. It depends on the game.
Okay, and
we all know that actually, ever since our crisis, we've actually not been an attacking side like that. That is a fact. We've been more conservative than ever. We literally drop deep. We're willing to give people the ball. We're willing to sit back. We sat back against Sunderland. Like, bro, we are willing to give the ball even and sit back. So you cannot compare us. But I don't think ever since our crisis, since we dug ourselves from that crisis period, we've not been as attacking as Arsenal. We've not.
Anyways, I'll conclude that
we've not.
The major
Arsenal has 11 goals more than Liverpool. Like
the
It's
major.
weird to say
That's
we are more
because
attacking
that
than
is
Arsenal.
because
We're not more attacking than Arsenal.
they have more. That I'm trying to explain to you something, because they have people that create chances.
No,
They
they. It's not just that.
go and check
It's
it
not.
is. I can pull up, if I can share my screen, I'll show you their midfielders. Big chances
It's
created,
fair.
they have more. Yes, big chances created, they have more. Goals and assists, they have more. Midfielders in that same list as Soboslai. That's why I'm saying
We started this
the
conversation. We
only
started
good
this
thing,
conversation as
the
Enzo
only
Soboslai.
no,
You
I'm
brought in
just
Declan
telling you.
Rice.
I'm trying to make you understand that the other key stats are more important. The ones that you are
and
neglecting and
and I
saying it
I'm not
doesn't
I'm
matter.
not neglecting
It
it.
doesn't matter. Is
I'm
it
telling you
matters
that
as a midfielder?
I was explaining the context behind the stats because we are so blinded by stats by saying 1 + 1 = 2, and sometimes we start 1 + 1 does not always equal 2. It can equal something else because there needs to be context behind that stat. And that's what I was telling you. You need to understand the context behind the stat. There's so many other factors that come in. We've not, you brought about attacking. Are we an attacking side? I told you since after our crisis,
Uh,
we've not been as attacking. I
well,
told you
I
when you said the
understand. Yeah.
volume of the pass, I told you in terms of the volume of the pass, Sobostai actually has been recycled,
Mm.
has been passing back a lot more because our
Back.
style of play, our coach makes
Mm.
us recycle the ball a lot more at the back, and we've been very conservative when we play. I explained every single stat you brought forward. I explained to you why it's the way it is. When you talked about goals and assists, why Enzo has higher goals and assists than Subosai, I told you because Subosai is not in as much advanced positions as Enzo. In fact,
Tackles. What of tackles?
we explained tackles, and I
That's
told you the
created.
context behind tackles is like, yes, he's putting in tackles, but also he's
Mm.
making runs, and those runs, running back when you guys lose possession of the ball, are also important. They're also important. You running back to cover ground is important too. So tackles is not painting a clear enough picture. It's not painting a clear enough picture. You're like, yes, you should be right back. Yes, you should have more tackles. But what happens if he's in a right back situation and we're playing a side where he doesn't need to make as much tackles because we're holding that side back? At that side, they are defending against us. So the picture is not you're not painting a clear enough picture when you look at it. That's why I'm
Mm.
adding the context behind the
If you
stats.
say,
That's why I'm adding the context behind the stat. But at the end of the day,
but
most people are voting, and it's just 3 people that have voted so far. So guys, if you've not voted, please go ahead and vote.
as someone generally, I prefer my player not to just be athletic. Do you get?
I
But
don't think
also,
Sobota is
yes,
just athletic. I feel like that
but
is
contribute in other ways
you cut out
that
his
affect
ball
the game.
striking. You cut out his. You're just rating him as, yeah,
The
he just
striking,
runs.
the
His
striking
ball
did
striking is
little
very
goals.
good.
So he did little
His crosses
goals.
are very good.
He should
Yes, he
lead to
scores free
assist.
kicks. What do you mean that does it lead
So he
to
should show it.
goals?
He should
No, he
see in the
scores free
start.
kicks.
So that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm
Then
confused.
why you really not goal and assist? Do you get what I'm saying?
Actually, the question is quite interesting, right? Sosa is not a better midfielder than Enzo. You're actually supposed to vote no. Saying like Soboslai is better than Enzo. The way I framed that question was actually, yeah, the question is worded weird. The question is worded weird. Yeah. Um
So you should say
it's
Szoboszlai
supposed
is
to be no that Soboslai is better than.
better.
I should
Szoboszlai
have worded it in the positive, but
direct. Szoboszlai is
yeah,
better than Enzo Fernandez.
I should have said Soboslai is better than Enzo Fernandez, but I worded it as Soboslai is not a better midfielder than Enzo Fernandez, which not that not is true. So you should vote for not, right?
Why are you telling them what to vote
No,
for?
no. Logically speaking, not is true, right? Oh,
Just
yeah.
correct people. It's better you correct. Can you adjust it?
No, I can't adjust it. It's too late. It's too late. But interesting stuff. Do you want to move on to Maresca?
No, we can. We can.
Um, you guys, if you don't vote, please go ahead and vote. We just have 4 votes. Okay, I'll go ahead and end the poll, and then we can move on to
And
Maresca.
you talk about even for being an athlete, even Enzo starts
I
is
thought we're
even
done with this debate.
no. I'm just telling you, like even being an athlete, Enzo is even top 3 in running. So all round, I won't just take somebody that just runs. I need an end product. Do you get what I'm saying? And other guys, they have more end products. Enzo has more end products than Suboslai, if I'm being honest with you. But Bruno Fernandez has more end product than him. Bruno Fernandez stats in terms of running are even very poor, but he has more end products than him. Do you get? You talk about
Have to
Declan Rice.
factor. You also have to factor the people that are in
Declan
front of
Rice,
them, and that was one of the
Declan
things
Rice,
I said. People that
Declan
that
Rice
the
has
people that
more
are
end
attacking, the
products.
attackers that are in front of the midfielder matter.
When
If
you
the
talk of
form of
big
the attackers have
chances,
dropped, then how do you
but
expect end
but
product from
big
Superstar?
chances, big
Superstar is having
chances,
one of his best seasons this season, and
and his
unfortunately,
his stats are poor like this.
unfortunately, it starts are not poor. Unfortunately, because
His
you only say
stats
they're
are
poor.
not top
You only say
now.
that they are
They're
poor
not top.
because you only say that they are poor because you're comparing it to other people.
Other people, yeah.
What he's doing for the team is actually very, very good. The people that are in front of him, you have a
Mhm.
Salah that is out out of form. You have a Gakpo that is not doing anything with the ball. Even the people that are around him are not really performing. When the Florian Wirtz start performing so far, he's not even performing up to the levels you expect. Who is around him, right? How is the team playing in general? So you can't. Is quite is weird to compare that to like Enzo, where the people around Enzo are seeming to do
Drew,
well.
Drew, Drew, Drew
Enzo has
is
Estaval. Enzo
let's say he's a right back.
has
He's
a
a right back.
Enzo has Estaval. Enzo has Neto. Enzo has Joao Pedro in front of him. Guy, Enzo has people that can
But
score and can do
I
well
know,
in
but
front of him. Enzo is
he's
more
not even
advanced. He's playing more
even with
advanced role.
that,
Enzo does not
even
have to
with
worry
that,
about
Kingsley,
some of the things that Sobosai has to worry about.
Kingsley, even with that,
Enzo does not
Superstar
play right
has
back.
not
He's
been
not playing
involved
left
in
back.
creating.
So
We're still talking
so
about
that I don't know
creating big chances.
why we're having this. We're still continuing this conversation.
Even if you had
People
poor
have voted.
attackers, at least create big chances.
People have voted.
He has Isaac. He has Ekitike.
Guys,
He has those guys in front of him.
let's stop it there because now we are just
He has
trying to say
Salah.
now we're just trying to say
No, you
names
mentioned
and
the
we're not
people in
comparing
front
based on
of
form.
him
If you
now,
compare based on form, Isaac in form this season has
but he
not
has
done more than
Ekitike,
Joao
Kingsley.
Pedro. Let's be
He has
factual.
Ekitike.
Let's not
He
be
has
sentimental
Ekitike.
as fans. Let's not be biased, right? Let's be
But he has
factual on football
Ekitike.
things.
But he has Ekitike
For
in front of him.
fact, if we are going based on facts.
Does he
Isaac
have
has not had a
Ekitike in
good
front of
performance,
him?
has not been performing as well as Joao Pedro has been performing for Chelsea. If we go
Let's do
based on facts, Salah
Ekitike.
has
What
not
of
been performing
Ekitike?
better than Neto. If we go based on facts, Ekitike is just
Mhm.
okay. He's just
But
okay.
Kingsley,
Yes, he has had
yes,
good moments, but how many times?
that
Let's
does
be
not stop
honest.
Suboslai. It does not stop
That is on
Suboslai
paper, but
from
that's not in
this.
terms of performance. On paper, these are
It
big
does not.
names, but they are
I
not.
know, but it
But they are not doing anything.
does not stop Suboslai from creating big chances, even if we don't score.
Soboslai has been creating. You're
Create,
making it seem
create.
like Soboslai has zero big chances created. Soboslai
It's
has
five he
created
has.
chances.
It's five he has.
So what? How many does Enzo Fernandez have? Fernandez doesn't have more
Nine,
than that. Nine, five,
nine,
bro. It's four,
almost twice,
bro. It's four.
twice.
It's not
That's
almost
twice.
twice, bro.
What are you
It's
saying,
four.
Kingsley?
It's four
Five
in
times
gap.
two,
It's four in gap.
Kingsley.
Five times two is
Almost
10. But Enzo has nine.
it's
It's
almost
not
twice.
twice. It is not
It's
twice.
almost twice.
But
What
it
are
is
you
not twice.
saying?
Five
Okay, let
times
me
two
check
is
out my
10,
calculator.
but it is 9.
I will tell you the exact
Bro,
number
why
he's
are we
not.
not going to math?
No,
It makes
no,
no
let's
sense.
go to math. Let's go to maths. So Enzo
Ah,
Fernandez has 1.8 times more big chances created than Soboslai. How about that?
what is the
Yes.
context
Don't
behind the
just say
stats?
four.
What is the because I
So
kept on telling you
now
one
you
plus
don't
one
need the
does not
stats.
equal 2. What is the
Okay.
context behind the stats? What is the
That's
context?
fine. That's fine. That's fine. If you don't, if we should just
What
trust
is the
that stats
context
doesn't
behind the
matter.
stats?
Stats doesn't
No,
matter. That's
like
Kingsley. I will tell you something.
you want to
To
be
know
data driven. You
to
want to be data driven, and that can lead you to saying a player is good when a player is just a start padder. What makes you think a player is good? A player
so
can be a
other
start
people,
padder and not be good.
the 4 or 5 people that are ahead of Soboslai, they are start padding.
I never said that.
Eh,
I never
it's
said
not
the
the
people ahead of
sense
him
of
are start
that.
padding. I'm talking in
Yes,
general. I'm saying you cannot just come out here and say, yes, start is this is this, 1 plus 1 is 2. No. If there's no context behind that start, it's
what
pointless.
context are you giving?
And
What
I've
context
explained
are
the
you
con.
giving?
It just feels like you don't want to listen to the context. I've explained the context over and over and over again. And I think I'm done having that conversation. Do you want to move to Maresca?
I'll move to Maresca now.
All right, let's move to Maresca. What's the premise? Maresca is is worse
What
than
was the poll now? You didn't tell us the
it
poll.
was 50-50. It was 50-50. I gave
People
people a
didn't
chance
vote.
to vote. Uh, Andy came prepared with stats. This
No,
brother
people
came
didn't vote now.
with
People didn't
stats,
vote.
this, that. To be like,
So
bro,
Kingsley. So exactly, Drew. Say Slot is to blame for Soboslai. I get your point. Do you get
my
what I'm
point is,
saying?
my point is, Drew, you're close to what with the point I'm making. My point is,
Mm.
if you and I don't want us to keep on having this convo because I feel like we're moving to Maresca. But just to wrap up my point, I'm saying if you check the stats, right, Soboslai stats are not telling a true picture of the player and what the player is doing for the
And
team. You get what I'm
okay.
saying? Superstar is
If
not just a utility because the way you're framing it is he's just a utility player that can run. He's just an athlete. He doesn't do anything. And I'm telling you that that's not true. He does a lot more
okay,
for the team. You get what I'm
which
saying?
other thing does
Than
it do
that,
for the
you
team?
talk you talk about. I've said it again. I don't want to repeat myself, but I've
Okay,
said the things
mention
that
two
Superstar
things
does.
I does.
You've already mentioned some of them based on your stats in terms of
Like what?
carrying the ball,
Uh,
playing a pivotal role in our build up, ball striking, crossing, every single thing. He
mm.
scores high in those things. You get what I'm
But
saying? He does
it
well in
doesn't
those
lead
things.
to goal or anything. It doesn't lead to any chances created. That's my
All the
point.
free kicks he has scored are air. They are air, right?
But that's
They
what
are air goals.
contributed to his
Anyways, let's
start,
move on.
right?
Let's move on.
It contributed to his start.
Maresca is worse than Rosenior is our next prompt.
Is that the next? I thought it was Drew that was bringing up the next one.
Oh, Drew, what is your prompt for Maresca?
It was one that wanted to put Maresca on try. I think it was done. See, the quality of the team slot should be for coaching them better. Other managers will have given Subota freedom, which slot doesn't. That is detrimental to the team. True. True.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Let's move on to the next prompt. I don't want to say anything again on
I
Maresca
wish,
because that conversation will just drag.
I wish I shared my screen. I had full on data,
It makes
several
it.
seasons. You just submerge this result, Kingsley. Full on data that shows that Enzo is better. I won't say it's far better. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there are some things that Soboslai has. Do you get that Enzo doesn't have? Obviously, is that he runs, he doesn't get tired. You need that in a team. Once upon a time, we had someone like Ramirez. Do you get? Ramirez could run from heaven to earth. Ramirez never got tired. There are games where Ramirez won us those games
Okay, so that's the
based
prompt.
on
Maresca would have lost West Ham and Napoli game. Oh, I thought Maresca is worse than Rosenior is what you guys are going to go for. Okay.
that shows is worse than Rosinho now.
Oh, so
If you
Maresca
want,
is worse than Rosenior is what I would put
that's
there.
what is. But we
Okay.
can't really judge because they've not.
What do you want to go with, that prompt or a different prompt?
No,
Maresca is
I
worse
don't.
than
I don't
Rosenior
think.
was.
I don't think it's fair to say that because this
Okay.
guy, I'm on the fence with him.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
say
Okay.
Maresca is worse than Rosinho,
Oh, okay. Maresca
I'll actually
limited.
back Maresca to
Maresca
have played.
limited drop. But I agree with that. I mean, it's hard to
I agree with
argue.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I want something that
Or
clearly like separates it.
Kingsley, I would say Maresca did not understand his team as
Oh,
Liam
okay. Okay.
Rosenior
Okay.
currently.
Okay. Maresca.
Yeah. You can argue
Okay.
that or he didn't use the players well. Some of the
Okay.
players, like Chelsea players, well, or he didn't. Okay, he didn't get the best out of them. How about that?
Okay. Okay.
I don't know
Different
which one.
English to say the same thing. Okay.
He
Maresca
didn't.
did
No, he
not.
didn't. Yes, he didn't play Santos. He didn't play Hato.
Okay.
Exactly. He
I'll say
didn't get the
Maresca
best,
did not understand his team.
or maybe did not get the best out of Chelsea players.
That would be in the argument. Did not understand the team. Okay. All right, guys. Go ahead and vote, guys. Maresca did not understand um the Chelsea team. I just wrote Maresca did not understand the Chelsea team. So yeah, go ahead and vote. What you guys
I won't
think?
say understand. I'll say he didn't get the best out of the team. That's a better premise.
Okay, let me
He didn't
end
get
that
the
poll.
best.
Let me end that poll. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, he didn't
Wait,
get the
guys, give
best
me a
out
second.
of
Let me create
the
a new
team.
poll. So
Yeah.
Maresca
did not get the
did
best
not
out of the
get
Chelsea
the
team,
best
Chelsea players.
out of the Chelsea players.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Maresca did not get the best out of the Chelsea players. Is the poll. Yeah, you guys go ahead and vote.
So which
Okay.
who are you what are you what premise are you supporting?
You say you're going to go for he did not get the best out of Chelsea players. So I'll go. I'll try to argue against.
So again, do you want to
Yeah.
go
Although I
first?
don't know. Okay, I can go first. Although I don't. I don't like. I kind of some part of me kind of agrees with what you're saying, right? But for the sake of the debate, right, I'll choose to
Mm,
be a devil's advocate. Um. Okay, let me start. Now like in every single debate, our conversation, we are going to stick with the premise and we're not going to shift the goalpost. Maresca did not get the best out of the Chelsea players. This is the same Maresca that won the Conference League. This is the same Maresca that won the Club World Cup. He did
mhm,
not get the best out of the Chelsea players. What is getting the best out of your players if you're winning trophies? To me, if you're
mm,
winning trophies, you're getting the best out of your players because the goal of football at the end of the day is to win
mm,
something. Maresca is a
mm,
trophy winning manager, right?
mhm,
Yes, he tweaks his team, and the argument to be he keeps on making baseless rotations that lead to that lead to what that lead to losses that he could be lead to games that he's losing that where he could be winning, basically like what Drew was saying about West Ham and Napoli. And I get that, I understand. There are certain
mm,
games that Maresca has made some crazy ass rotations, but you need to understand
mm,
something. Look at Maresca as a coach.
mm, mhm,
I've said this several times on this live. Maresca lacks the necessary experience coaching at the top level. He lacks it. And at Chelsea, he was gaining those experience. Are you going to fault a man for making mistakes? Coaches have made mistakes learning to coach at the highest level. Maresca was making those mistakes at Chelsea. In some games, like when he played Qarabag, he made the mistake. He chose a team that just couldn't get a result against Qarabag. I understand. But at the end of the day, look at the overall picture because as fans sometimes we're too blind, we look at the minute details and we don't look at the overall picture. The overall picture of it is he needed to rotate, he didn't get the rotation right, but that rotation needed to happen. The overall picture of it is he used these same players, Joao Pedro inclusive, to win the Club World Cup. You guys are world champions because of Maresca.
mm,
There is no guarantee that if
mm,
you had Liam Rosenior, you'll be world
mm.
champions today. That's a fact. And I'm not going to hold the line too long. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay. And I'll start my premise with, and there's also no guarantee that if Rosinha was there, he wouldn't have also won the Club World Cup. He could have won it too, right? Because
There's no guarantee. Yeah.
there's yes, so there's also the no guarantee he could have also won it. So there's one thing I look at. First of all, you look at the resources that was given to Maresca. Do you get what I'm saying? Look at the resources that was given to Maresca and look at what he achieved. When the Conference League, the levels of the Chelsea team, the talents was far bigger than that competition. Do you get? So any I won't say if he did not win the Conference League, then he doesn't deserve to be a Chelsea manager because he's not good. Let's start from there. That's baseline. Because the quality he has on show, first team, second team, are extremely better than every people that come for the Conference League. Because people that come for the Conference League are people that
Mm-hmm.
finish seventh in Spain, finish seventh in all these in different European countries. Even those that finish seventh in the league will even challenge people that finish higher up in those leagues. Then you now talk of people that finishing on the same par. Then you now talk of the talents he had on show. He
Mm-hmm.
had a magician called Palmer. Did he use Kopama well? Question mark. He removed
Mm.
Kopama from the right wing and put him as a 10 because he has to be the 10. He's better as a 10. Okay, maybe, but you can argue that when Kopama played as a right wing under Pochettino, go and look at the numbers. Now, even as a 10, Kopama still drifts into the half space that is closer on the right most of the time.
Mm.
because he loves the right position. He can find himself anywhere. This man just kept on rotating Joao Pedro, striker today, 10 tomorrow. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's kind of like upsets the confidence Joao Pedro had. Liam Rosenior has come in now and used him. You are a striker, play as a striker. And what has Joao Pedro done? All but score. He scored in the club work, and I kept on saying it like Joao Pedro is better when he's up front. Do you get? This is a manager that we've seen him use the lap up front and what they call it at the back, Joao Pedro, right? You can even argue that we complain about Gittins here, Gittins there. Throughout the time under Maresca, he never had. Can I even count whether he had a good game? Maybe just once. But the few times he's played under Rosenior, he's not been world class, but he's been even decent, much more better in the short period of time. Do you get? You talk about Tosin. Tosin became a calamity under Maresca. Was under Maresca. Under this new man, you can argue that Tosin even got a bit of confidence, right? The way he set the Chelsea team up generally limited the capabilities. He never played Santos. Santos never improved. Look at the people that left. Nkunku. Oh, with argument, Nkunku is a striker. Nkunku is a striker. The brother does not want to be a striker. He wants to be a 10. I can argue that he made Nkunku worse. Do you get what I'm saying? Which other person is even in the midfield? Enzo Fernandez has been improving under every manager. So I can't really put Enzo Fernandez there. Right? Hato. Hato never had a kick. Do you get what I'm saying? I can argue that Hato became worse under Maresca. You understand? Gusto. Has Gusto become better?
Yeah, so their players have not been better under him.
Yeah. So generally, I just think the way he sets the team, especially in the smaller games,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't really utilize the talent he had properly. Let's put it like
Mm.
that. Right. So yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I see where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, understanding your players, and I know you didn't get the best. The argument is you didn't get the best out of the team, but it feels like if you look at it, it just feels very one-sided in a sense, because when you say he didn't get the best out of the team, he made some calls that were not good. I felt like Maresca, just like Rosinho has tried some things and they've not worked out. I feel like Maresca has tried some things and did not work out, but he did see the potential in some things. Some coaches have played players in unusual positions or positions you don't expect those players to play in, and those players have still succeeded in those positions. You have example Anistot and Gravenberch is a very good example of that. I wouldn't completely say that playing Kopama as a 10 was a bad idea. It's the same Kopama as the 10 that was effective in finishing off PSG and winning you guys the Club World Cup. You get what I'm saying? In that game, he played as the 10. Kopama has played as a 10 in a lot of games and he has succeeded in that 10 position. You might say it's not his best position. It's not the position that he wants to play. You get maybe the most goals from, but that doesn't mean he's not helping in other ways, right? It doesn't mean he's not doing the chance creation in the way you expect him to do it, right? And being creative in that, because Kopama is a very creative player. So there are arguments for why Maresca will make certain calls. And yes, those calls, some of those calls are good, but some of those calls too are just bad. They're just not good calls. But that's what a coach has to do. Like a coach that coaches at that level, you have to make some tough calls. You get some right and you get some wrong. But at the end of the day, with all the calls he has made, he's still won 2 trophies. He can say that. He can say he came to Chelsea and he won trophies for you guys. So I still go back to this, to what I'm saying. Maresca did not get the best out of the players every time. I don't think so. Sometimes maybe, but not every time, right? So in general, I'll say there sometimes he didn't get the best out of the players, but if the overall picture, like I keep on saying, in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of
Yeah.
things, he still got the best out of the players. He still tried to course correct, and he won you guys something. So that's what I'll say.
I'll start from Drew's points. He didn't get the best out of Nkunku, Felix, Drewsby. Go and look at what Drewsby Hall is doing at Everton,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the way you set out to play, you
Mm-hmm.
actually see the signs that Drewsby Hall was good because the games he actually played, that Maresca gave, was confident enough to use him, not to use Enzo. He played well in those games. I can
Mm-hmm.
hardly count a game that you say Drewsby Hall had a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one or two. But it just felt like the way he kept on setting up the team, it wasn't like Drew is saying, it's not sustainable. Do you get what I'm saying? And so many players did not improve. So many. So many. Do you get what I'm saying? So many players did not improve. And there's one particular player I'm looking to see. I don't know if he's going to ever improve. I don't think so. I want to see Tosin under this man.
How to see performs, yeah.
That'll be a yardstick for me to judge.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? But because Maresca to me sets up the team, there was no freedom, sets up the team in an impossible way. They
Mm.
have to be in a certain place at a certain time. Cucurella is the striker.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have winger, fullbacks running, doing their normal traditional fullback work. They are always
Mm.
tucking in. And because of that, Chilwell never got to kick a ball because Maresca said he was not good. And Chilwell is a really good player. Really good player. You can argue with the experience. Chilwell even had more experience than Cucurella.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can put the argument out. Like, had more experience than Hato.
Mm-hmm.
Because of Maresca, we ended up selling Chilwell, our assistant captain, second highest paid, an excellent player, was kept with the bomb squad simply because he did not play a particular way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Valid points.
Kept on using Disasi as a right back
Mm.
when we clearly know he doesn't have pace, he's not good
Yeah, I'm
as
just
a
going to
right back. But
yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the poll because everybody went for yes. So yeah,
how
I
many
think
people
even me too.
voted?
I kind of 4 people voted, but I kind of agree. So there's no point. There's no point
There's
even
no
dragging
point.
it on. I kind of agree. Like yes, he won trophies, but in general, there was just some things he did that I'm just like, guy, I just don't see why he did those things. Um, and if you look at like the way Rosenior too is using some of those players, he's getting the best out of some of them. So they are improving. A number of them are improving. So yeah, Maresca, I don't know what I feel like he's a Timu Pep. You get what I'm saying? It's like a lower Pep. It's like a Pep that is like you're not Pep, bro, but you're trying to be Pep. Like you're trying to do the play out of position, do this, do that. I don't want you. You're not in my team. You can go. Like, bro, you're not Pep. You've not won half of what Pep has won. You get what I'm saying? You've not even. Yes, you've won Club World Cup is like the most important trophy I feel like he has won. Yeah, Conference League is the European trophy, I guess. But aside that, like with Maresca, like what Drew is saying, like was it sustainable? Would he have done that moving forward? Like would he have? I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, valid. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts would be I'm looking forward to the weekend games.
Mm-hmm.
The Arsenal game in particular. I want to see what Chelsea do against Burnley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, apart from that, I'll still keep Enzo Fernandez in my midfield. As always, like if there's an opportunity to put him, if Kopama plays right wing, then probably Soboslai enters the midfield. If not, he stays on the bench, unfortunately. So yeah.
Anyways, final thoughts for me, guys. I mean, first off, good debate. Fair enough. You have your points, I have my points. I do think Sobosai is a lot more than just a utility player. Say what you want about your team and who makes it to your team. You're a fan, you know your team, you know the capabilities of your
He's a
players.
good player.
Sobosai, I just do want to highlight that he's a player that I have complained about. Like last season, I needed more output from him. and everything. But when you look at Sobosai this season, he's not doing good because other people are bad. He's doing good because he's actually really good this season. Like, he's really improved. Where he's covering ground, a lot of ground, the ball striking, the crosses, he makes good passes. Um, he's been playing in positions where unexpected positions, and he has tried to come out on top. And then the free kicks that he has scored, like, they've been important goals. He has scored important. Yes, he might not have scored as much goals as Enzo, or have as much G as Enzo, but arguably the goals he scored were important goals. If he didn't score that free kick against Arsenal, we wouldn't have beaten Arsenal this season. So besides the number one reason why we beat Arsenal this season. Facts. So Soboslai is a very important player for Liverpool. Very, very important player. And that's why I wouldn't stand for someone to say he's just a utility player or just an athlete or he just runs. Absolutely not. He's a lot more than that. And then as for Maresca, I completely agree. I don't think Maresca got the best out of the players. I think I think Rosinho is if Rosinho wins trophies, I would say Rosinho has had a better run than Maresca, to be fair. If Rosinho is able to win trophies at Chelsea, I mean, it's too early, but if he's able to win trophies at Chelsea, then he's doing a better job than Maresca did. But that's what I have to say. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for voting and joining the stream today. Dhruv, SSB, AB. Oh, AB was on the line. I didn't see AB's comments. AB, um, Simon,
CFC
every single
gamer.
person that Chevy, CFC Gamer, every single person that came on the live. I appreciate you guys for coming. If you're new here, guys, please, please, please subscribe to our channel. We're trying to hit 10K before the end of this year. I appreciate you guys that have already subscribed. If you've not liked this video, please go ahead and like this video. I appreciate you guys, man, for always joining and coming on. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. CST, 11:30 p.m. BST. I appreciate you guys. Take care. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow our prediction stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow is our
Tomorrow is
prediction stream. So,
predictions.
guys, come with your predictions for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a prediction stream. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.